Board, and I believe we're going. Yeah, we're recording. Awesome. Hey, I want to welcome everybody tonight. You got to love background noise. I want to welcome everybody tonight to our friends and family event. We're excited to do really three things on here tonight. The last of which, and really the reason we're getting together, is to introduce a new method, a new offer that we have to help our current customers save money on their current orders, right? And frankly, they could save money every single month buying that product at the absolute best price possible. Did I mention, Eileen, buying it at less than I get to buy it at, right? You know, which is awesome. That's awesome. That's when it's great to have good, friends in high places. So we're going to be talking about that tonight, and that's the purpose of our meeting. But we're also going to expand on this concept of biohacking, of flipping the switch, sharing some really powerful stories with you from Main Street, Main Street, North America, that can dramatically impact people's lives. First thing I want to share is thank you. Thank you for being here tonight. If you are, it's 2020, all right? It's been a different year. Let's just say that. And it continues to get even more different, right? It's like we're watching the Twilight Zone. Sometimes I feel it's been a year around the globe that has really shaken some people, scared some people, dramatically impacted people's lives economically, from a health standpoint, just from a general anxiety standpoint. And so the reason we want to say thank you, and one of the reasons we hosted this meeting tonight for all of our current customers, former customers, and invited you here tonight, is to say thank you. Thank you for supporting what I believe is truly the heart and soul of our economy, and that is small business, cottage business. Every single, what you might call a distributor, who, that friend who invited you to be here tonight, every single one of those people is playing the role of supporting that heartbeat of America, right? And that is the fundamental need to support thriving home businesses, thriving small businesses, thriving cottage businesses. So as a representative, as host tonight, can I just say thank you for supporting those people in what they're doing? Because every time you make a purchase, you're supporting many, many, many home business entrepreneurs around the country, frankly, around the globe. And this is money that pays for education. This is, this income that is generated by these distributors, as they basically share this message, pays for food. I know of friends who pay for food, single mothers who pay for food for their children, who buy a loaf of bread and some peanut butter because of the money they're able to earn from here and from this type of business. So thank you. Thank you for supporting them. Thank you for putting your dollars into small business. It really does make a difference. Number two, let's talk about biohacking. We're taking a different approach to healthcare. I really, truly believe that as we move into the next generation, what they call the health activated individual, right? The person who has that preventative mindset as opposed to a reactive mindset, right? The ever increasing importance, can I say, again, tongue-in-cheek comment here, it's 2020, right, of protection, right? Protecting your body, creating, putting the body in a situation to perform optimally, to activate every single important function that could make all the difference for you, right? We're taking a fundamental different approach, a fundamentally new approach to that. And it's not, while there are a lot of great products out there, and I use some of these products, whether that's oils or super oils, juices, super juices, antioxidants, fill in the blank, super antioxidants, right? A concoction of all of those herbs or super herbs or whatever. There's a lot of great approaches. But what we do know is this, that there's a growing amount of research that is pointing to the most natural approach in the world when it comes to scientific healthcare, and that is going inside the human body and just flipping the switch inside the human body. It doesn't get any more natural for those of you who, like myself, really want that natural approach, right? I mean, I'd rather do something natural and more powerful than maybe take the alternative route, right? The most natural approach to healthcare that is now perhaps the most scientifically validated as well. And so that's what we're doing. That's what we're talking about. Let me just share 2 articles with you from this growing body of research. One of the things that we feel obligated to do for our customers is to educate, right? Educated people make intelligent, educated decisions. So 2 pieces of education before I move on to some of my co-hosts tonight. Number 1, this idea of flipping the switch in the human body. We are promoting 3 of those switches. One of those is something called NRF2, and we're not going to get super sciencey, technologically advanced tonight. Needless to say, NRF2 is a protein in every single cell of every single mammal on the face of the planet. NRF2 is responsible, and this was an article about 10 years ago. This has been going on. This isn't like last August, folks, right? This wasn't last year. Hey, by the way, right? Not something, just, hey, as seen on TV. This research has been going on for over a decade and continues to increase and to kind of build on top of each other. I have a cardiologist friend who shares this article. And this peer-reviewed research, I just pulled this off the National Institute of Health website tonight. 10 years ago, they referred to NRF2 as, quote, a guardian of health span and gatekeeper of species longevity. Now, we're not going to jump into this long article, but it's absolutely fascinating. Let me fast forward 5 years. Washington State researchers, NRF2. This is about 7,000 studies later, by the way, 7,000 studies later. NRF2, master regulator of detoxification, antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, and other cytoprotective mechanisms. And they were talking about how you could actually raise NRF2 in the body. At the end of this article, they say, quote, raising NRF2 is likely the most important health promoting approach into the foreseeable future, end quote. That's what we're talking about, flipping the switch in the human body. And so we've been able, through kind of that scientific and laboratory process, to bring products to the marketplace that are different, products that actually help flip the switch in the human, and I'm going to have to say in the mammal body. We're going to talk about, what mammals in your life, besides the humans living with you, really could use this. Horses, dogs, etc. And beyond that, for all of you, well, I'll let Lillian tell her story. She's co-hosting tonight. But that's a little about the science, a little education, something from 10,000 plus studies on this one switch alone that could actually make a dramatic impact in your life. So with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over to the human side of things, not the scientific side of things, but the science in action, to just a few people, users, just like me, who are experiencing these products. And first of all, I'm going to go to Melanie. Melanie, and these guys are going to run fast because, again, we're on at 20 minutes and we've got the big announcement from Eileen coming here in just a few. So if I could just run through very quickly, Melanie, Florence, and Jacob, if you guys could just go 1, 2, 3 into your stories. Melanie, if you will unmute your phone, and then we are just going to have this perfect segue. Go.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me speak. Wow, I get so excited when I hear about NRF2. It just really excites me. You guys, flipping the switch has done for me what 3 years of toxic medications could not do. I had left my career to be a stay-at-home mom, all to find out that I was sick and I was doing anything but being a stay-at-home mom. My husband would work long hours, all to come home and have to cook the meal. My daughter told her kindergarten teacher that I stayed home and took naps with our Chihuahua Milo all day long. My husband had to carry my purse for me for the longest time because I couldn't even carry it, you guys. Um, everything changed when I started on this. And when I was first introduced to the possibility of this product, there was the possibility of the extension of life, and where I was at, that just didn't even sound appealing to me at all. I didn't want to die. I just certainly didn't want to extend the existence that I was living right then. I was tired. I was depressed. I felt awful most of the time. It was a real challenge. But now, all of that has changed. I'm 48 years old and I am living life like I was in my 20s again, except I get to be a smarter human this time around. So thanks for having me speak.
Awesome. I'm Florence Aroca from San Juan, Puerto Rico. My heart is pounding because I wouldn't be sitting here today if it wasn't because I flipped the switches. Talk about a single different approach that gave me back my life, because I fell off a spiral staircase at the height of 6 feet. My head hit the floor. And the consequence of that was that I was not the person that I always dreamt to be. I finally got home after being at the hospital in a dark room for 40 days. And a single mother of 3 kids that would yell at her kids simple things as shutting down a cabinet door. I had lost my senses, so I couldn't even cook a meal because it either would be too salty, too spicy. A simple task as picking up your kids in school, I couldn't even do that. So that look of uncertainty of every single day when I would be taking my meds, and that look of uncertainty of my kids. So, where's my mother? Where did she go? There was no future for me in health. And managing teams of 20 people in the corporate world, I could not manage my life. How could I manage the life of my kids? So I had to learn to live with all my condition. Sharing is caring. So when that switch came along, because somebody shared that ABC primetime news with me, oh my goodness, I knew that there was hope for me. So as I started feeling better, that second switch came around. That's when I realized that there is hope for me and that there is no cap in the human potential. Today, flipping those 3 switches has given my family the mom that she always dreamt to be. And I have never been this happy and have felt the joy for life as I feel today. Thank you.
Hey, Jacob Blackburn here in Idaho. Eileen, give me a quick thumbs up if you can hear me okay. Okay, awesome. So I'm 39 years old, live in Idaho Falls, father of 5 daughters, married, and I was dealing with some issues at the age of 35. This was about 4 years ago with some foot pain from wearing some old soccer cleats that caused me to have to go to the foot doctor, who the best advice he could give me after a steroid shot was, stretch it, stay off it for 3 to 4 months, take some ibuprofen, and you should be fine. And it was severely limiting me. It was affecting my mood, my being able to exercise, be able to play sports, which are very important to me, to have happiness and to live an active lifestyle. And I was completely limited and looking for answers. And then using nutrigenomics, right? This industry, this movement that is going on, I've been able to exercise. I've been able to play sports again. I've been able to get my life back and be the best version of myself. And that's huge for my well-being and being able to live a longer, happier life. And there's other people that are looking for that. And it's so amazing that we have this opportunity to be able to share and take advantage of this movement, this nutrigenomic movement. Thank you.
Wow, powerful, love it. So I talked about mammals. So I want to go to a good friend of mine in Florida, the beautiful state of Florida, to talk about her perspective, because this flipping the switch thing, these processes don't just happen in humans, they actually happen in the mammal body. Liliane, are you there?
Yes. So
You're
that's
up.
exactly right. My name is Liliane Merida. I've been a dog trainer for 47 years. So needless to say, dogs are my passion. And my story started with my 13-year-old. Like I said, I've had dogs for a long time. And I feel like I know when their life is coming to an end, when the quality of life is not there. And I'm going to have to take that, horrible, long drawn out decision of euthanasia. And it's very, very painful, no matter how many times you've had to do it. So this dog was my heart dog. She'd always been a very naughty dog, queen of the pack. And this dog was just laying around all day. This is a Labrador. I would have to wake her up at meal times, which is unheard of for a Labrador. And when they start soiling inside the house because they don't want to go out, they don't want to move, and you know that old dog look that is just saying, like, just please leave me alone. I'm just, my whole body hurts, and it's very, very painful. And I was introduced by a good friend who shared the information. I watched one of the oldest video that we have. They were just talking about the first switch, the NRF2 switch. And we all started with it because I also have a 4-year degree in biology and understood the science and thought it was incredible. But this dog just changed in front of my eyes like nothing I had ever seen in my 47 years of dog ownership. And this dog, we come home one day, she had raided the kitchen counter. This dog that couldn't get up had raided the kitchen counter and become the naughty dog that she had been all her life. And I can tell you that was one of the most just incredible feelings to see your dog come back in front of your eyes, like just shedding years. It's just been incredible. And because I'm very passionate about dogs and helping them, that's why I love sharing this information. My dog told me that it works, and I believed her because there's no placebo in dogs. So that's why I'm here. That's my story. Thank you.
Love it, Liliane. Thank you so much. I want to shift gears. We've been talking about switching, flipping these switches. I want to talk about targeting that to the brain. So I'm going to have two people who had tremendous experiences, different perspectives, and we all need brain help, but we're probably going to be focusing, we all need brain help, but we're going to be focusing on people who absolutely need brain help, and that's our teenagers, kids, not exclusively, right? This product, it's called Axio, is for everybody. I use it every day, but my kids use just as much or more, if not, than I do. Let me go to Arizona, just outside of Phoenix, Gilbert, Mesa area. Dr. Brett Brimhall, can you talk to us just the quick scoop on Axio and what you've seen it do?
Absolutely. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to hop on. So brief background, 25 years in the healthcare field, really my whole life teaching physicians. I was introduced to Axio as I was working with a young man who struggled with behavior, learning, social skills. And he was doing everything. His mom was doing everything. And literally doing 35 hours plus therapy a week on top of eating gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free, what I call fun-free. He started on this product Axio, and 11 days later, it's like he did a 180. Everything was different. He was learning things faster. He was retaining and recalling information that he had been learning 2 years previously. And so Axio is truly a way to address brain fatigue. And I love what Liliane just said. When the brain or body functions better, we see improvement in attitude, we see an improvement in activity, and we see an improvement in behavior. That's because a body system is not functioning today. And most of us are tired mentally more than we're physically tired. And it's critical that we activate today to protect for tomorrow. So if you feel like you're struggling with your attitude, your behavior, or your activity, I would absolutely flip your switches both in the body and in the brain with Axio.
Love it. Thank you, Brett. So appreciate that. Let's go back to Main Street America, because it doesn't get any more mainstream than this family from Utah. Jess, experiencing Axio in your home. I know you. I know your children. I've seen them speak about this. Can you tell us just your experience?
Yeah. Speaking of misbehaving and brain activity issues, and degradation, I guess, of brains. I have, you know, I have 4 children, and 2 of them were really suffering with school, with friends, with brain activity. One of them had a lot of trauma as a young child, and it really affected her in moving on through life. And so, sorry. So it was a real struggle figuring out what to do, going to therapists, going to doctors, trying medications. And I came across Axio thanks to Amanda and thanks to Seth. And it made a huge difference for my daughter, being able to get her brain back on track, being able to find peace in her mind, and my son as well. Now they can function in school so much better and enjoy their lives better. And recently, one of my other daughters, she's been really struggling with online school and with, you know, having a really hard time not being able to be with her friends, it's been really difficult to concentrate. And so hadn't taken it before. And about a week and a half ago, we started her on it. And I haven't really talked to her about, you know, how she's been feeling, because she is a teenager who knows everything. But I've noticed her level of stress being lower when she's doing her schoolwork, and she doesn't avoid schoolwork as much. It seems like she can concentrate better, and she seems happier. She's not as sad about this whole 2020 so much fun stuff that we get to my kids are dealing with. And so Axio has been a huge blessing to my family.
I know some of your kids, Jess, and doesn't come any sweeter. So thank you for sharing, and just awesome, amazing stuff. All right, we're going to transition. This is what Flipping the Switch is all about. What we're excited, and I'm going to turn this over to Eileen tonight, is to share how we can actually help our customers. We call them friends and family. All right, friends and family. Give $10, get $10. This is something brand new that we're doing to help our customers save on their orders and bring that savings to the people that they know. Eileen, it's up to you. This is why we came tonight.
Amen. So, hey, you guys, thank you. And I am so excited to share this program with you. As all of you experience, we all want to get the same things that we know and love at a discount, and do our best to be able to share those information with others. So we all like to share. We naturally share, and we share with people we care about. And we share movies, TV, restaurants, a traveling, a book. So what do we want to share more than anything? It's health and wellness, because that makes a difference in who we are, how we get to live our life and go forward. So we want to share with our friends, our family, our favorite animals, and even those cattle. It's for everyone. And who do you know that needs to feel the way that you are experiencing right now? And that's what we're excited about, that we get to have these great products, and now we get to offer a way for you to get them even more quickly and for less money. So what if it is as easy as sharing a link? So this is how it goes. Pretend this is you, and you're going to share with your friend, and he just wants more clarity. He's an athlete. He just wants to be able to have more endurance on the trail, and he just wants to be able to be his best optimally. So he decides to go on the products. He saves $10 off of his first order. You get $10 off of your next order. And then you go share with your parents and your grandparents, because you know you want them to have their best optimal life in their retirement years, because that's what they've been saving for their entire life, that they can relax and do what they want to do. So they get $10 off of their first order. Now you have $20 off of your next order. And then you think of your best friend, that mom that is juggling 4 and 5 things in the air, taking care of homeschooling along with the regular activities. And if she has a job on top of that and the household duties and shopping, she just needs to have that clarity and that lessen anxiety and that endurance throughout the day herself. She saves $10. You've now saved $30 off your next order. So let's look at the details of what this is. So this is so cool. There are no limits. The more you share, the more you benefit others, and the more that you get some products for yourself at less price. Number two, you don't have to keep track of where you are. LifeVantage is going to automatically deduct those credits off of your next order, whether it's a one-time order or a subscription order. And here's the fine print. So if your friends and family order in November and you don't do an order in November, you have to use it by the end of December 31st. So whatever month they order in, you have until the following end of month to spend those credits. So what does that look like? So in the US, a bottle of Protandim NRF2 is $49.99. Your friends and family bought it. It's now $39.99 for them plus tax. You now have a $10 credit towards your next purchase. And if that were a bottle of Protandim NRF2, you're going to pay $39.99. You shared it with 2 people, that's $29. 3 people, you're down to $19.99 for that bottle of Protandim. So everybody gets to benefit with the health and wellness. So what can you do to move forward? 1, who of your loved ones need to know about this information? And 2, pick up the phone, give them a call, let them know what you're experiencing and why you're experiencing it. 3, share your link so they can get the $10 off and you get the $10 credit. And 4, connect them with the people who shared this information with you so they get the information and they get their questions answered. So now you need to know, how do I find my link? So super simple. It's 4 steps. So go to lifevantage.com and notice there's no www in front of that. And then you scroll to the bottom of the page where you see your unique link. This page will populate and you either click on log into LifeVantage, because most of you know that you can log into LifeVantage just like an Amazon portal. You would log into your LifeVantage portal. If you don't know how to do that, no worries. You can log in with your ID number or your email. And then this page will populate and there's your share the link. And you can share it even via multiple social media profiles. In fact, I have to laugh because I didn't know half of those even existed. That when I clicked on that link, I was like, holy cow, I don't even know where those are. So if you don't know how to log into your LifeVantage account, this is how it looks. When you hit the login in the upper right-hand corner of the lifevantage.com page, you come to here and you put in your LifeVantage ID or your email address, and then this page will populate. You click on your name, come down here, boom, there's the link, share and get 10. This page will populate and there's your sharing the links again. Now you may ask yourself, how do you know how many credits you have? And this is it right here. You log in, click on your name, and there's your credits right there that will be spent on your next one-time order or your subscription order. So this is what your friends and family will see when they use your unique link. They will see that it says, any friends of Marie, who's our example, is a friend of ours. To say thanks, we're giving you a $10 discount. And then they can go through the shopping cart and they can look at some videos that LifeVantage has uploaded for them. So bottom line, get your link, share with your loved ones, and best of all, feel better and do more, not only for yourself, but also for your loved ones, and just share the love. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, get back to the person who invited you.
Wow, awesome stuff, Eileen. Doesn't get any simpler than that. We're going to wrap this up. We wanted to make this quick tonight. 3 things, just to recap what we talked about. Number 1, thank you. Thank you for supporting your friend and their small business. Thank you for supporting the heart and soul of our nations. And I say our nations, whatever nation you're coming from, all right? Our nations, plural, possessive, economy, and that is small business. It is home business. It is cottage industry, and it matters. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for supporting that. Number 2, wow, we heard some awesome stories, hopefully some education, maybe a little deeper insight into what flipping the switch and genetic activation is all about. Some kind of Main Street stories. I get a little choked up when I think about Jess because, you know, I helped with Manda and Bill talk to her, and I've met with her children. I've seen her children, how they've responded and how their kids feel about it. It really makes a difference. So thank you, all my co-hosts, for sharing that. And Eileen, thank you. This is new to us. We launched this approach 5 days ago. Friends and family, you may not want to talk about this, and that's okay. But what we have found, and Eileen, I think you've already got friends who are, friends who are customers who are sharing this, right? They want, because they feel good. They're sharing it. They're doing it naturally. And we just want to reward that. We want to say thank you. And it's pretty cool to be able to, send a link and say, hey, you wanted to know why I was feeling so good. I started taking these products. And by the way, you can save $10 on your next order, right? So with that, thank you, everybody. We will get this recording out. Thanks for being here. God bless you. And it's a wrap. Make it a great day.
Thanks,
Thank you. Good
Thank
night.
you.
all of you.
Night, everyone.